Hi guys, and welcome to another video. It's such a beautiful day here in Sweden. Perfect temperature, which means that my warm-up doesn't need to be too long. So as usual, I have done my general warm-up, and if you saw my last video, I had some problems with my new belt setup when doing weighted muscle-ups. The weights were wobbling a little bit too much. So I solved that today, and I'm gonna show you how later. But before that, I will warm up and do a few reps with the purple band. And if you guys are also training muscle-ups, you know that muscle-ups are unique in the way that you don't really know how your explosiveness is gonna be for the day. That doesn't happen for me when I'm doing pull-ups or dips or slow movements. But when I have to rely on my explosive strength, it can vary so much from day to day. So even if I feel good today, I have good energy, I don't really know how my muscle-ups are gonna feel until I do my first bodyweight muscle-up basically. So first couple of reps with the purple one. So the first rep with the purple bands, it's kind of a pre-check kind of a thing before I move on to warming up with the black band and eventually bodyweight muscle-ups to see if I have any small pains, soreness or anything like that. So from these two I actually felt pretty good, but it reminded me that I forgot to warm up my wrists. So I usually just do a few circles back and forth like this and a few waves. So I will do that for about 30 seconds and then I will do a couple of more with the purple band. Okay guys, so I warmed up my wrists. I'll have a few sips of coffee and then a rep or two more with the purple band. I just want to go through a tip that I think can benefit you, because it has benefited me and my clients that I've been working with over the years. I often get a question like, how should you grip the bar? In which width? Like this, like this, like this. How should you grip the bar basically? So the simple answer is try different widths and choose the one that gives you the most power. That can vary so much from person to person. Some people grip the bar like this and can produce the most explosive force from this grip. Others use a little bit of a wider grip. So I would just say play around with what suits you. For me personally, I like to use a shoulder width apart and a little bit more. This is the perfect grip for me. So play around with the different grips and I'll continue my warm-up with the black band. Okay guys, my first bodyweight muscle up for the day. And as I said before, this is where I can really assess how the workout is going to pan out, especially with the weighted muscle ups. Okay, so the first bodyweight muscle up felt good. No aches and pains, no soreness. So I think I will do one more before moving on to the weighted muscle ups. And then I will show you how I solved the problem with the wobbling weights that really shook me off track the last muscle-up workout. And what I learned from that is that the setup for the weighted muscle-ups is so important. It can make the muscle-up much harder or much easier. First a bodyweight muscle-up and then moving on to weighted. Okay guys, so the weight belt are on for the 2 kilo muscle-up. I haven't done any changes from last time. I know that the weight is going to wobble a little bit, but that's okay just for the 2 kilo. The changes I'm going to make is from the next jump when I put on 5 kilos. So this weight is just for warming up progressively, mainly my joints and tendons and stuff. 2 kilos doesn't really make such a huge difference from bodyweight muscle-ups nowadays. So this is just for warm-up basically. So I don't know if you could see that, but I had to hold the weight between my knees like this, and it's not the best position for weighted muscle-ups. But when you're using the small plates, it's very hard to find a position for the weights that is optimal. Okay guys, so this is the solution that I came up with. I actually bought a so-called bumper plate, which is a 5 kilo plate that is much bigger than the usual 5 kilo plates that are quite small. So this plate is as big as, the 10 kilo, 15 kilo, 20 kilo and 25 kilo plates. And it makes it much easier to position the weight for the muscle up. And in my opinion, the best way to position the weights for the muscle up is in front like this and not like this. Because when you're having the weights like this, you either have to squeeze the weights between your knees or between your feet. For me, this is the optimal way to have the weights. I've never actually tried it this way with the big plates before. I could somehow do it with the small plates sometimes, but it was always a gamble, so to speak. I'll try a muscle up with this setup and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that felt so much better than last time. Okay guys, so that went really well. So when I increase weights now, I'll just put the small plate of 2 kilo on top of the big 5 kilo, and this will keep it in place even more. Continuing with the warm-up with 7 kilos for 1 rep. And that felt really good. So if you are gonna start your weighted muscle-up journey pretty soon and maybe take a coaching session or two from me, I can guarantee that you will start your weighted muscle-up journey very soon. Okay guys, time for the 10 kilo muscle-up, which is gonna be the first rep of the first set of the pyramid. So as you can see here, this is how the small plate of 5 kilo looks, and this is how the big one looks. So this big one was a game changer in terms of muscle-up setup. So I dropped the weights to 7 kilos again for the second set of the pyramid, 2 reps. 1. 2. The 7 kilo muscle ups felt okay, kind of good. So I'm now at the top set of the pyramid. I'm gonna do 3 reps with 5 kilos. 1, 2, 3. Fourth set of the pyramid, 2 reps, keeping the 5 kilo plate. 1, 2. Last rep of this pyramid, keeping the 5 kilo. And as always, I will finish the workout with a cool down bodyweight muscle up. Can you do banded muscle ups training with your pull-ups workout, and how would you do it? Just before the pull-up workout or after? This is a great question, but it's very hard to answer because there's so many variables in it, like how fast you recover, your age, what else you're training, how many days a week you can train, and so on and so on. I would say this: if your goal is the muscle up, train it 2 times per week. If your goal is also doing more pull-ups or weighted pull-ups, if you're not too sore after your muscle up workout and the muscle up is your priority, your main goal, I would do the pull-up workout after, all depending on how you feel, of course. But if your goal is the muscle up, you could train the muscle up once a week and then do weighted explosive pull-ups once a week. That can also work. And I'm saying this also including the other stuff you're probably training, like maybe bodybuilding stuff, dips, you know, all kinds of other stuff. So I know the answer is a little bit vague, but I hope it helps. Can I send you a video? I've never been so close to get over the bar. Maybe there is something I don't do in the transition, I don't know. But I feel like my biceps are holding me more than other muscles. I don't know if you know this, but I actually offer muscle-up coaching in form of video reviews. So people that want extra support, more tailored instructions, they send me videos and I'll give a video response with specific technique cues tailored for you. You can reply to me in the comment and let me know if that is of any interest to you. And if you missed my last video, 7 muscle-up tips, you can watch it by clicking right here.